What up, y'all? It's Michael Shawn, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawnyScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawnyScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawnyScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Shawn. Yeah.
Michael Shawn and the Takeover legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in. Tap in.
Don't never stop if you want to be on top. Yeah.
Low waist, fat, baby, tap in.
Oh, I'm gonna tap in for sure.
Tap in.
Tap in. Good morning. Happy Friday Eve, everybody. Some of y'all call it Thursday. We call it Friday Eve. Where I'm at here in New Jersey, it is mopey and dropey and all types of rainy and drizzle and cloudy and all. Let me check the weather.
Can you see that from the lower half of the chateau?
There's windows. There's windows actually. There are windows all around me. There are windows. Let me see what the weather going to be like. This is when you get old when you worried about the weather. The weather
going to be in this night. It's going to be in the 90s. Well, you just ask Alexa. Alexa, really? What's the weather for today?
Oh, it's going to be cloudy all day.
The current weather is 72 degrees Fahrenheit with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect partly sunny weather with a high of 89 degrees and a low of 68 degrees.
Oh.
Would you also like tomorrow's weather?
No, thank you.
No, we're good. We're good.
Ask her if you get on her nerves on a daily, because I heard her earlier, and she sounded like she was like, "Damn, this."
Yeah, she's tired.
Alexa tired of that nonsense going on with Jay Black.
Alexa, are you tired of Jay Black asking questions?
I give my money's worth. You know, it's funny when you go on vacation, you miss certain things you're used to like that. Like I got Alexa in every room, and it's like I need her. Like I do, I rely on her.
I've never used my Alexa.
Private. You use a lot of technology.
I never use it. I never use Alexa.
I'm addicted. Like
unless I'm playing music. Like if I play music, then I'll holler at Alexa. Other than that, I really ain't got no questions with that hoe. I really don't. I got good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Kathy. Day one black.
I ain't got no questions with her, man. All types of stuff going on. Jay Black, how was your night? First, let's get to everybody's night. How's everybody's night?
Night's good. It was Big Brother night. Tonight is the live show on Eviction. So tonight is going to be dope, even though we already know what's going to happen tonight. But they're switching up the game tonight, so that'll be good. I'm looking forward to that. What else I'm looking forward to? I wanted to cut the grass today, but it's going to rain, so I can't do that. I'm off today. Today is Thursday, so I'm off. So it's a free day. I might go to Walmart just for no reason to walk around.
For no reason.
I was thinking about just going to Walmart, walking around.
That's when you get older. You start doing shit like that. I go to Home Depot and I walk around. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of interesting stuff here. I never noticed how much stuff is in here that I don't know how to use. I don't know how to use any of this shit, but there's a lot. Look, look, we can get a sink. Oh my God, they got sinks at Home Depot. Whoa, damn. Wow. Now those shower doors are amazing. It went from being in strip clubs, partying to look at the shower doors. Yeah, those doors would be amazing. How was your night there, then this big night yesterday is that Big Brother shit. So you older. That's good. You settled. Yeah. You settled. You good. How was your night there, Miss Sexy Mo?
Well, I was working. I picked up a contract and I didn't know it was this heavy. So I was working way into the wee hours of the morning. Haven't had any sleep. But Mama got to pay these bills, so I had to.
You ain't never lied.
Had to stay up. Up, and get these treatment plans done. And yeah, I that's all I did last night. I didn't get to watch any TV. I do have to pack. I did go to Walmart. just look around like y'all, you know, like the old people, like they black old people doing
Hey,
it.
look at that.
I need a suitcase.
Oh, you
Because
need a
every
suitcase.
time I travel and I leave, the airlines keep messing up my suitcase. Now Delta, they got it down to a science. They replace it. You ain't even gotta go out and buy it. You just leave your stuff there and they send you a new suitcase. American Airlines, I'm still waiting on my doggone suitcase. Okay.
Oh wow. Damn.
Yeah.
It's not
Man,
bad.
So now I
jacking
need it
suitcases.
again, and I had to go out and spend more money to purchase another one. I can't even find one right now. It's vacation time. I can't find like the big, hard, heavy duty one. Like
Yeah, you need the big pause with the 4 wheels, right? You gotta have the 4 wheels. That way, I
it has
can't do
to have
just
the
the
4
2.
wheels with the little cup holder because I always have coffee.
What up, Shawn?
It needs to have like the 4-way turning, you know. Yeah.
What up? Good morning, everybody.
On vacation, it's hard to find those. All I got is the little flimsy cloth ones, which you know when they get wet, because on a tarmac they don't give a damn about your luggage. They just
I seen them do it.
It's slinging it. It's raining, inclement weather, and your clothes get wet and they smell by the time you get to where you're going. It's terrible.
I was thinking the same thing. Stacey said TJ's, Max, and Marshalls, Ross. Like, where are you buying suitcases
but they don't have
from?
the big hard ones. I'm looking for the protective
I feel weird having this conversation. I'm out.
Let's go.
I tap out.
Somebody tell Mo if she can
up?
go get the big hard one. Real quick.
Somebody
give her a suggestion. They said TJ Maxx. Get the big hard one.
The oversized one though. The big wide. It has to be wide. The tall, real tall.
You pack too much. You pack too much stuff.
Good morning, my jazz. Well, I'm going to a conference, and so I'm not going to be back until next Friday for this conference. So yeah.
My jazz.
So what you do last night, Mike Shawn? On a Wednesday night.
I took super amounts of ZQL. I watched some what did I watch? I'm telling you, I'm watching baseball. I watched the Phillies come back and win a game last night. I watched the whole game. Like, this is ridiculous.
Were you able to get to an inning?
Yeah.
All of that damn ZQL?
Yep. Yeah, because the ZQL don't kick in for a while. Like, it takes a while. Like, literally, I could take 4 ZQLs. If I wanted to stay up, I could do the show on it. I would just be a little high. That's it. That's it. That's all.
Man, you must have been bored to watch. You ain't got like no TV shows like on demand you can watch. Even like
I don't even want to start. I'm in a mood that I don't even want to start a new program. Like, I don't want to stream nothing new. My mom's like, watch this thing called Gray, and I did watch some of the good Phillies game. Yeah. They're doing
it. Watching the whole 9 innings and no baseball.
No, they came back. They were losing 3-0. They came back and won 4-3. It was pretty exciting. I gotta give that John Kruk announcer. He's funny, former Philly player. He's a funny announcer. And then I watched some of that Sisters thing on BET simply because
my mom said something about Sisters and yeah.
And what's that? Eva? She's the bad chick. She's the one. She's the murderer. She's the one who runs everything.
Yes.
And okay, and I didn't know that Miss Pat on BET was that good. On Miss Pat, the show Miss Pat. I never watched. I seen her. I've done shows with her. I've heard that the show was good. They get their cursing on, and it's not funny because they curse. I just didn't know that they were able. After I was like, oh, is this BET Plus? I said, what the hell? All right.
Yeah, some things happen on BET Plus. Like, it's almost to the point where I'm like, it's in between R and X-rated sometimes.
Yeah, and the girl who used to be on the reality show, The Real World. What's the black girl's name? I did a show with her.
Anissa.
Say her name again.
Anissa.
Yeah, Anissa. No, not Anissa.
No,
Anissa
that was our
lesbian.
She was our queen lesbian.
She was the queen lesbian.
Yeah.
I forgot. It's she married Kenny Anderson, the former basketball player.
Tammy Roman.
Yeah.
She actually delivers her lines very well. Like I gotta give her. She got a little swag with her and Miss Pat being sisters and all that. And she was a former crackhead and a recovering crackhead.
Recovery.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I was like,
so Tammy got a couple shows. I watched was it MTV? She got like a cheaters type show.
Tammy working. Tammy flipped that.
Okay.
The only guy I never saw again was, I mean, we didn't see a lot of them people again. I watched that. I don't even feel like starting a brand new show on Netflix because it's like it takes my. I don't stop watching it. Like I watched American Me with
Well, you have to watch P-Valley. I don't
I'm
know
not
if you
watching
watch
No,
The
I'm not.
Handmaid's Tale. Have you got there yet?
No, I haven't got there
So
yet.
you gotta. So you're in the chateau. You're at the bottom of the chateau. You gotta just lock yourself in the room with a whole bunch of snacks.
Come on,
and
back.
watch The Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah, I got
all weekend outside of going to the bathroom and getting food.
Do I have any shows this weekend? This could be a good weekend to do that.
This is a good weekend to binge watch Handmaid's Tale. It will flip your mind.
I gotta delete this.
I think Jay Black will like it because there's a lot of like light-skinned people on there and a lot of the men tell the women what to do, that type of thing.
So disrespectful.
The man tell the woman what to do.
I think they will be really into it.
And I don't believe in that either. But anyway, so you got a lot to talk about today, huh, Mike? I know I put up on the thing that Shani was back with a question mark. I wasn't sure if she's coming back, or she may be back tomorrow. Excited. She may be back today. She may be back any minute now. But Shani is we expect her back either today or tomorrow. Hopefully, maybe she pop in.
That would
excited.
Be dope.
I ain't seen Shani in forever.
Well, ever. In a month, she's been recovering for a month, and I'm just happy that she's feeling better, and she's gonna be on here to balance out the two.
Hopefully by 8 o'clock, if not soon.
The left ball and the right ball.
Maybe we'll call her. I don't know. We'll see. Tashambi says, "What is the honest question? What is the relevance about P-Valley?"
I don't know. I watched, and then it went further than I could take, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
Now listen, a lot of people like it. There are a lot of people who watch it. I'm not saying it wasn't good. It was good, but once you take it to a level that I can't take no more, I'm good because I know that could pop off at any minute. I'm tired of fast forwarding stuff. So I'm tired of fast forwarding. I've never fast forwarded so many sex scenes in my life. I mean, I'm good.
I mean, it doesn't mean that that's what you're into. It's just part of the show.
Yeah, it's part of the show, and I ain't got no problem with it. I just choose. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Like they could sometimes I watch some shows that I'm like, like the subject matter. I'm like, yeah, I'm not cool. I feel like y'all got a little.
Why is it that you guys can watch two women kiss, but when a man and a man kiss, it's like fast forward that?
I'm not even really into into anything like that anymore. Because when I was at the house with the kids being around and everything like that, is that there's always you're like, damn, like I realize how overwhelming sex and violence is on TV. Now I get it. I get it.
Stacey said a man's man shouldn't be watching it. Stacey said that.
Stacey Mitchell.
Speak your truth. That's what I'm talking. I like when people speak their mind. That's good. Speak their minds.
Well, to each his own. I just,
to each his own.
Some shows I just, even when the content is, I feel like the writers got an agenda. They trying to take a few racial stabs, and they're getting away with it. I'll change it. Dog, I'm finicky now. I'm just like, just put on ESPN and just watch sports.
More mature age and just
it's not even more mature. It's just being crabby. I'm just crabby as shit. That's all.
Morning, Queen Born.
Crabby older man. No.
Yeah,
I know today.
Dog, it's once I start getting busy again, like I gotta make plans. I just gotta start getting busy.
Here we go.
But I don't mean busy like in the streets. I mean busy working. Like once I start getting busy doing stuff, and I start getting back into the flow, because like today, this rainy thing, I'm doing my group virtually. I did the group virtually yesterday. Like I did it all that.
Wait, you got hug trees and do the group every day?
Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Tuesday or Friday, I do an individual with the therapist.
So there's a big emphasis on your group therapy for a reason. Yeah. But the weird thing is, I actually enjoy virtual therapy. Like I enjoy conducting virtual therapy more than I like conducting in-person group therapy.
And I like the guy. His name is Dave. I had never seen him before. So that was my first, that was my second virtual. So I saw him. He was good. So it's all rainy and mopey. I don't feel like getting in the car. I just feel like going to get my drinks, my little C4s, and sitting here and doing the little virtual thing. And then I'm going to go do. Honestly, they should be sending me a link. What else did I want? Okay, so let's get into it. We got a bunch of gang stuff that's going on. We got tragedy.
Good morning, Leslie. Yeah,
we got more tragedy going on. We got somebody who decided to not eat breakfast, and yeah, Angela Yee is no longer eating breakfast. Angela Yee.
Are we really starting there?
The Breakfast Club morning show.
I think
Yee, DJ and Charlamagne the God. He said Angela's not eating breakfast anymore.
And but I'm proud of
boy Kevin Gates too.
And then we got Kevin Gates saying stuff that a lot of people have been saying for a long time. Yeah. White people said it, but then we ain't like it.
I'm not mad at Angela Yee, Michael Shawn, because nothing lasts forever, and sometimes you have to move on and grow. And I look at it as it's growth, Hey, it's been a great run, guys, but I now got something else going on.
Well, there had been friction between her and Charlamagne for a while, and it hasn't
had friction with Charlamagne.
And Angela did a dope move. Like she literally's got her own syndicate. She's gonna start her own show syndicated through iHeart,
which is major.
Which is crazy. Which is gonna ruffle a lot of feathers out there.
Yes, it is.
My question is, they never said the time slot. Like they never said what time slot is she doing. Is she doing the morning? Because she's not gonna do the afternoons at Power, because Angie Martinez does that. Angie Martinez is about to retire, but why would she retire? She got the cushy job. And Angie Martinez she ain't got no drama. Everybody loves Angie. She's Auntie Angie all over New York City. And so she ain't going nowhere. So my question is, if it's within iHeart, where are they gonna put her? And what markets will she be going up against the Breakfast Club? I have no clue.
Inquiring minds would like to know, but we're gonna see soon enough, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a big, heavy launch of it. I think that's the big thing. They want to keep us in the dark, keep us guessing, keep us talking about it and buzzing about it.
Can she lead a show? Can Angela?
Well, she did. I heard her lead a show on Sirius XM.
Yeah,
that's where I originally heard her, was on Sirius. Can she lead it successfully? I don't know. That'd be yet to determine.
A lot of heavy interviews, like big interviews, because people are going to talk to her. I think that she's going to do a lot of maybe like little segments, certain segments. I think it's going to be nice and cushy.
I will say this. This is what I didn't do when I was in the radio. And this is what the real plan is. This is how you really kill radio. Make the radio paycheck your side hustle. Make that check your side check.
Well, she has juice bars.
Yeah. I'm about to jump right into that right now. She's got all the businesses going on in Brooklyn. She actually has an Angela Yee Day. She has the conventions, the investment conventions. Envy has his car shows. He's hustling in the book, everything like that. And I think Angela Yee might see that Charlamagne may have finally caught a niche with this TV show on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
He might have finally caught the niche. You might have finally got it. Because now when I watch it, I'm like, I think he just found his comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because they kept trying to put him in. They kept trying to recreate something for Charlamagne. The only problem with Charlamagne is his real studio is that little corner in the radio. And that's his thing. That's how I look at Charlamagne when he's most comfortable. So it's hard to recreate without bringing the rest of the Breakfast Club, but I think he might have got a niche. So Angeline might have been like, he's about to leave.
Yes. So smart girl. She carved out a lane for herself. I'm proud. I'm happy for her.
And let me tell you who you don't want to follow. That's a lot of pressure following Charlamagne. Whoever has to replace Charlemagne, that's a whole lot of. That's a whole lot of. Was the Breakfast Club the top hip hop show? Well, not really, but it's the most. The revenue it drives from how they mastered YouTube. And a lot of markets they're losing, and a lot of markets they're winning. When I was with Didi in the morning, there were markets that we were beating them, but it didn't matter because the profile was so huge.
Yeah, the reach. Yeah,
the commercial value for a Breakfast Club was so big to have a commercial run during their show.
Yeah,
because that's all it is now. Now it's just about, can you push? Can you market yourself? Because the ratings never really counted, but they made you feel like it counted. Because the people that were listening were never going to be counted anyway. But now
they don't have the box.
They don't have the box. But now in YouTube, you're seeing that no matter what their ratings are, when they put an interview up, there's a minimum of 300,000 to 400,000 views that get hit right there.
Easily. And
so that just tells you.
A million, depending on who they have on.
Sometimes in the millions. So they know what they're doing now.
Yeah.
They finally got it. They can't run the rating scam on radio personalities. Even though they take the personality out of radio, only a certain few can really have a personality. The rest of y'all just reading liners. That's all y'all doing.
In and out. We'll be back after the break.
We'll be back in a minute. In and out.
Coming up next.
Top of the clock. Hit it.
We got these tickets for you. You want to go to the jam? Yeah. We got these tickets for you.
Hey, young people.
This is harder. This is harder to carry than traditional radio. All three of us have done traditional radio, and you're looking at the clock. You got somebody to tell you when the commercials are coming on or whatnot. I think that we talk more on regular radio than the average jock or the average personality.
Oh yeah, because there was nobody really. Ignorance is bliss. There was nobody really running us.
Right.
Until a certain person came in, and then all of a sudden they wanted to run that.
More music. Let's talk.
Music is a star. Music is a star. Music is a star. Music is a star. Now radio's caught up. They're still trying to get 18-year-olds to listen. The only problem is the 18-year-old has already heard this song 2 years before you played it. Yeah. So they don't give a damn. The 18 and 20-year-old already have a playlist of 6 trillion on Spotify that they got their own list. They YouTube in every new song before you can even play it, before you will play it, because y'all still are trying to do research on songs, which is the most hilarious thing ever. What the hell are you doing research on? All you got to do is look at the YouTube views and see how many views and see what's good. And now are they fudging the YouTube views? Yeah. The actor who passed away. Who's the actor who passed away from the drug overdose? Black guy. He was on a very popular show. He was on was it The Wire? God, I can't forget his name.
He passed away from heroin overdose.
Yes.
I know
he passed away from heroin overdose. He did a documentary weeks before he had the overdose on a company that basically has nothing but people that you pay them $200,000, $50,000. Michael K. Williams. Thank you. Thank you so much. And he exposed how the numbers are being fudged on streams. That they have companies that are now just sitting around streaming. And it went downstairs. It was crazy. Like it was nothing but walls of like computers and stuff like that. Just ironically, after he exposed that, he had a heroin overdose. But
no to Shawn B.
Bring Russ Parr back. Russ Parr is still a millionaire. Russ Parr still out there.
Russ Parr don't need no money.
Still out there living in Dallas.
Didn't Jay Black used to produce that show too?
Yeah. I was a Philly producer for Russ.
I used to do street hits. I used to do street hits for Russ
Oh
Parr.
yeah.
Russ Parr called me up. Yeah, Russ Parr called me up and gave me like a crazy compliment one time. He just called me out the blue. Yeah, Russ is living in Dallas actually. He broadcasts out of Dallas.
He is not hurting for money. He's good.
No. He's excellent. He's still doing his thing. He's still doing his thing. So I had
good luck to Angela Yee. Good luck.
Oh yeah, Angela Yee, good luck.
Good luck.
Do your thing. Now I don't know who's gonna take her chair. I don't know. Does it matter? Do they replace her or do they?
I see people saying it better not be Just Hilarious and it better not be Amanda Diva.
No, they have to find some type of
it
common
better not be
median.
one
They're
of them
not going to
two.
find another Angela Yee, but they're going to have to find some type of median. They can't go from Angela Yee to just hilarious. Like those are two opposite personalities. But they're going to have to find a woman to balance the guys out. You can't have four sets of ball. Like, no, it's just
It
not.
wasn't like Angela Yee had an overwhelming personality.
No,
You know
but
what I'm
it's
saying?
a balance. It's a balance. It's a balance in opinion.
No,
Damn
I see
you,
somebody.
damn you. I wasn't
Okay.
here yesterday.
All right.
I wasn't here yesterday. It changes the dynamics when you don't have the opinion of at least one woman on the show. Just saying.
Jay got something cooking with it, so he.
Oh no, because I was waving. I waved at somebody that they could see me, and then it was like, you probably wonder who am I waving at? It's somebody I see in the waiting room. I don't know how we bring them in.
Oh, okay.
We haven't seen this person in over 4 weeks. Actually, has it been more than 4 weeks?
No, it's been more than 4 weeks.
Somebody was part of the show.
Stop stalling.
This is her platform. Look, this is her platform.
It's her platform. She's not part of the show. It's her platform.
I know you got her in the waiting room. What the hell is wrong with you?
No, we gotta do it right. We gotta do it right. Now she's been battling. She's one of the most probably strongest person,
Yes.
one of the strongest people I've ever met in my life. Keeps a smile on her face. She ain't gonna overdo it today. I don't know what the doctor's rules are, but I know we can't get her too excited today. I don't want to wear her out. But people, the founder, owner,
don't ruffle her feathers.
Okay, the founder.
How'd you know, Jeanette? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The founder and owner of Media Room 360 and our dear friend back in the building, ladies and gentlemen, Miss Shawnee Scott is back in the building. Oh shit.
Yes. Hello.
Oh damn.
I ain't even tested no equipment. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay.
Oh, you got the wig flowing, you got the hair.
Shani, I think you was lying. I don't think you was you was on injured reserve. It looked like you've been in the island somewhere, laid up, tanning.
I wish.
Damn it, you look like nothing ever happened.
Yes.
How the hell you come back? How the hell you come back here looking better than me? Why I look like I just came off the IR and you just popped back on? You just TT. First of all, how are you feeling, Shawnee? How are you feeling
today?
Yes, today.
Look at that. I know, Tamara. Today is not Friday.
Yeah,
but I wasn't supposed to come back on until tomorrow. But what was supposed to happen? Because I have people that come in my house right now. So this morning I got a message that they had to change from today to tomorrow. So I was like, well, then I'll just jump on today.
Okay.
If I can work out tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're glad to have you. I know you've been, other than the Q comments, we've looked forward to your comments. To the Shawnee comment, shout out to Lady Q. And
I heard Lady Q was holding it down.
Yes.
I'm not high right now. I haven't taken any pain meds.
Wow.
I should be normal me right now.
Wow, that should be hard not to take the pain meds. And well, for me, yeah, if I had the pain meds, I think I take it when I don't have no pain. I think I'll just be popping them joints. That pain medicine must be amazing. Shit, you might want to hold on to those and sell them bitches.
No, I don't understand. Like after this, I don't understand drug addicts because the narcotics they had me on. I was like, girl, I was like, who wants to feel like this? This is terrible. This is awful.
Shani called me one day. Shani called me one day, and I was like, hey, girl. She was like, yeah, girl. I said, oh, this bitch is high.
Yeah, she told me. She told me she was high, and I was jealous.
On that stuff, I was like, what in the
I never heard Shani like that.
Oh my God. But hey, everybody.
Yeah. She called me high as hell talking about why do Rice Krispies make that noise? I'm like, what?
Snap, crackle, and pop. Yeah,
what's I always wondered, why do they make that? How do they make that noise? Like, what ingredients do they put in there? Can't be healthy for you. I said, no, it can. But whatever you're on, can you please email me? Can you please send me
I was like, you
prescriptions?
can slide me one of them things you taking, whatever they got you on. I need that today.
Because
now they at home, they got me on Oxy. But in the hospital, they had me on.
That stuff can be addictive. Yeah, you got to be
careful.
no,
Oxy is definitely addictive. I know a lot of young people who joined me in rehab off of them Oxys that they claimed weren't addictive, just like they said Ambien wasn't addictive. But Oxys really are. Like, I've never had one. I've never had one.
Yeah,
I've had one of them.
Like, I don't feel the effect until, like, if I take it, because I had one Zoom call when I got home, and I took it because that's when I was still in a lot of pain. And that's when I figured out, oh, okay, now I see, because I'm trying to concentrate on this call and everything else, my mind going everywhere. And I got to talk to these people because it's business.
Right.
And I'm like, ooh. Okay, so I know I won't get behind the wheel when I take it. So if I gotta take the girl somewhere, like yesterday I took it, we had to go. No, the day before yesterday I took it, we had to go somewhere. So I was like, okay, well, we just gonna Uber when mommy takes this pill. Because I had to show them, this pill right here, I can only have every 6 hours. But now I'm just down to one a day. But I said, if I take this, look, I can't drive y'all nowhere. No.
Well, at least that's great that you're aware of it, because other people probably hit the club because them things. Other people be on doing line dances, and
I feel good.
I feel great. How can I intensify the good morning, people, great people? Welcome back, Shani. Hey, Ashley Newman. All right, so we got Shani here. We're gonna get into as you heard us talking, Angela Yee removed herself, and then my last comment was it wasn't like she's a huge, impactful in that position. She played her position, like she did her thing. She did but she did her real thing outside the radio and doing what she did. Now, whoever's gonna replace her, good luck. Because it's not like you're filling big shoes, it's trying to fit in between Envy and Charlamagne
with the flow.
Because let me tell you something. The four people here have something very different than most morning shows. We actually get along in real life. Like when the when the mics turn off, we actually talk to each other. Like, we're actually cool. Most morning shows, there's like it turns into Survivor Island, like teams form. Like, you're cool with this person and that person's cool with this person. And so Envy and Angela Yee were cool. Like, they were the cool. They were like,
you're saying a lot, Mike. You're saying a lot. I don't know.
I don't know. That ain't a lot. I mean, that
okay. I don't know. It was public knowledge.
I mean, it's all over it's all over social media that there was tension between her and Charlamagne.
Yeah,
it was all over social media that it was tension. There was tension in Didi in the morning. There's tension in every morning show.
I think that any show, outside of ours, I think that any show, when you put different personalities and mega personalities in the room with each other, there's going to be some type of tug of war for power, more talk time, more you need to believe in my opinion, not sure. So I think that just the dynamics, that's the dynamics of being in any show.
So do they go for a celebrity, like a known celebrity that's been doing radio, like a Moni Love, or do they go for a more unknown person that's talented, that they can introduce to the world, like type thing?
I'm telling you what,
somebody they can introduce, because their personalities are already so big. Charlamagne is such a big personality. That'll be the clash of the Titans, but it would make for good ratings.
Good ratings,
and we don't know how long Charlamagne is going to be there.
I don't think very long, because I mean his personal show, Mike, like we said, is taking off.
Yeah,
he found his niche.
Yeah, he finally found his niche. So whoever and you don't want to bring in. Listen, all y'all people. Shout out to my comedian families, right? All the comedians out there. I know y'all think y'all just gonna get on a microphone and be funny in the morning time. I'm telling you, it's not that easy. It's not like being on stage. It's nothing like being on stage. Like you literally, if you come in there, you're trying to knock these jokes out. You are literally playing double dutch on when you really going to jump in and smash one out of the park. And then if it don't, then everybody gives you the side eye. Like, what happened? And then waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning every day is not a game. The hardest part of doing the mornings is waking the hell up because you ain't got no life. Like, I don't know how. And then to fit in like that, I don't know who they would bring in. I think Just Hilarious gets too much attention as it is. I don't know if they could have a person with that big a personality.
No, I think that her personality is too large of her life for them. I don't think that she would be a good fit.
Wait, when they said Amanda Diva, she don't go by that anymore. Amanda Seals. They said that she could be a good fit too. Who knows?
But I think her personality is a little bit too strong. I think that on the perfect day and the perfect storm, her and Charlamagne would definitely bump heads.
Yeah, but if they cut you a check and tell you to settle down, you don't settle down.
Yeah, I'd settle down. I'd be like, okay.
I mean,
I got this 3.5 right here.
Yeah, settle down.
Make it work.
But I'm
Make
not
it work.
sure if she. I don't know if she would be able to just turn it all the way off and shut up.
Yeah, but hey, that was interesting. And but then what's more interesting? Well, not more interesting, but on a different level. Kevin Gates said some things on an interview. Now I've said this stuff before, but I only say it when I'm talking to us. Like I don't say it when I'm in mixed company because I don't like giving them. I don't like giving them excuses to use this. But this is some of the stuff. Here's some of the stuff that Kevin Gates said in the interview.
My bad. I thought you were about to do something else. All right, here we go.
Like they got mad when I said I don't support Black Lives Matter because who they matter to? We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. You know who talk about me the most on the internet? Niggas. Niggas. You know what's worse than a nigga? 2 of them. Make you don't want to be a nigga. Yeah, man, it don't be nobody else talking about me. It be niggas, my own people that look like me. Talk about me like a dog. Kick me when I'm down. Can't wait. look at Gates. Went to jail. They celebrated, clapped their hand. It was happy. I don't look at color and see race no more. I see real and fake. That's it.
So you ready for this?
You see real and fake. That's it.
All right, y'all. Well, any comments on what Kevin Gates said? Because I ain't hear no lie.
I don't think that everything is always in black and white like that. But I don't know. I think there's a mixture in his commentary there because he went from saying, he has an issue with Black Lives Matter, and then he said niggas, and then he said, all I see is just real or fake people. Real or fake people come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors. So
that's why I say he doesn't see colors.
But niggas come in all colors too. Niggas come in all colors too, and he's talking about black people. Kevin Gates can suck a dick because Kevin Gates he talking about people talking about him. He always talking about people. He's half the time disrespectful. If we had him on here, he wouldn't talk to me and Mo. You know, he would be an asshole about it. So Kevin Gates
he allegedly don't respect women, is what you're saying?
Allegedly, do you want me to go pull some interviews with him?
She ain't say no damn allegedly. She said what she said.
He won't engage in conversation like that with a female that's interviewing him. No. You know, you know, when somebody's sitting there and you on the red carpet trying to interview them, you know why you're here. Number one, you lucky to even be in this position that you're in. You should be happy. And this was at the beginning of his, well, I won't say the beginning, I guess midway through when he showed his colors and how he was acting. So what people talking about you? He talk about people. He get on here and drag people. I don't have no sympathy for no grown man.
Well,
somebody said something about you.
But beside his personal personality, his statements on almost, I'm paraphrasing, us being our own worst enemies. I kind of agree. No, I do agree with that. Like it gets
white folks every day. They've been killing each other since the beginning of time. It's just we talk about ours so much. Ours is on the news so much. Ours is in our Facebook. White folks kill white folks all the time.
But I'm not worried about that team. I'm not worried about that team.
And I understand
I'm worried.
The narrative like it's just a black thing and like that it's just a black plague. No, it happens across all communities.
But this is why I said I don't make these comments in mixed company, because I don't want the excuse to be that we the only ones that do it. But when it's our problem and we know it's our problem, shouldn't we find a way to fix it?
But it's everybody's problem.
No, I get it, but I'm not worried about that team because that team ain't worried about us. Like that, they ain't worried about us. Like
it's not like we are aliens and we over here doing something that ain't nobody else. That's where I be like, okay, wait a minute. You know, it's people. It's people. It wouldn't matter if all four of us was white. We would have some of the same issues that we would still have being black.
And I get it, but if my plumbing doesn't work and my neighbor's plumbing doesn't work and the other neighbor's plumbing doesn't work, I'm not worried about their plumbing.
You worry about yours.
Yeah. I'm worried about mine. We are the only race of people as a genre of music that brags about killing each other.
Yeah, but the analogy you just used, that means you should be worried about everybody else's plumbing, because if all four of y'all, your neighbors' plumbing don't work, guess what? That means that there's a bigger systematic problem. It means that it's not just isolated to your house. It means there's a bigger issue here.
And what they tell you on the plane, in case of emergency, what do they tell you to do on a plane? Take care of who? Put the mask on whose face?
Your own oxygen mask on so you can help other people.
So we know those neighbors ain't giving a damn about our problems. We know that. We already know they don't care. And I'm not saying everybody doesn't care. When I say, wait, let me finish, bro. Can I finish? Just let me finish. When I say all people, because I want to make sure I don't say, because I don't want a blank statement to say all people. The system that was created by white people don't give a damn about our problems, because they wouldn't have put crack in our neighborhoods on purpose to fight a war. So yes, there's a lot of circumstances that happen that created the narrative. There is always a bigger story, but there's always a story within a story within outside a story. Then there's a smaller story. There are always compartments to everything. My thing is, why have we made it? Here's the point. Why are we so quick to shoot and brag about it, but the people who are killing us, we don't dare shoot back at them? Like, I've never understood, if you're willing to go to jail, because everybody says, not everybody, certain people say they're willing to go, and they proved their point. Like, there's a lot of people who are in jail who live their life. But really, do we shoot at the people who've been shooting at us for years? And I've never understood that psychology.
I mean, it go down to people making choices, and with Kevin Gates making these statements, as negative as he is about women, the things that he has said, because you mentioned, we're the only ones that talk about killing, and and then most people say we're the main ones that talk about over sexualizing women. He's a part of that. He's very negative towards women. He's not. I can't think of a quote that I've heard from him talking about a woman that was positive.
I ain't got my glasses on, so somebody read that comment. I ain't even got I gotta go get my glasses. Go ahead, somebody read that comment.
So when we talk about, bringing a black community together, some stuff got to happen. In my opinion,
I'm not reading it.
It starts with our men. So once
Tim says, go ahead.
No,
Tim says his real issue was about individuals' judgment and folks saying something about how he moves and his ideologies. First, he said black people. Then he said, well, fake people. He then started to stumble over. So, yeah, his choice of words.
Well, my personal opinion of Kevin Gates, I don't like. I've never had an encounter with Kevin Gates, so I don't know. I just think the comments, because he's not the first person to say this. He's not the first black person to say this, men or women. I've heard.
I think he just be with stuff like this. Sometimes I think he just jump on the bandwagon so he can be heard, because he just and don't get me wrong, I actually like some of his music, but it's just his thoughts, his ideologies, and some of the things that I've heard him say, and the way I've seen him treat other female broadcasters.
It sounded like he had a valid point in some aspects. Let me listen one more time for myself, though.
Like they got mad when I said I don't support Black Lives Matter because who they matter to? We kill each other all day. We talk about each other all day. You know who talk about me the most on the internet? Niggas. Niggas. You know what's worse than a nigga? 2 of them. Make you don't want to be a nigga. Yeah, man, it don't be nobody else talking about me. It be niggas, my own people that look like me. Talk about me like a dog. Kick me when I'm down. Can't wait. look at Gates. Went to jail, they celebrated, clapped their hands, it was happy.
Who was celebrating when he went to jail?
Color and see race no more. I see real and fake. That's it.
I don't know. I didn't even know who Kevin Gates was when he went to jail.
Who was celebrating when he went to jail? Them his friends. Them his niggas. That he talking about. The niggas is who he need to deal with, not black folk. His problem is with niggas, not black people.
Yeah.
But
what he's saying obviously is that people don't support him. They're coming his own people. No, he has supporters, but there's a lot of people that the haters out there.
His niggas, the niggas in his circle.
He wants people to be more positive. Why can't we be more positive and supporters of each other? You don't see all of the white and he ain't saying you don't see some other race. Asians ain't out there hating on other Asians to that degree. We just don't see it. We see when black folks.
Yes, they are.
I don't see it like that. I don't see another white rapper hating on Eminem or
listen.
I don't know.
Real quick, I'll help you be able to see it. Watch an episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Watch Southern Charm. Watch Southern Charm because it's men on there. It's white men on there, established white men, rich white men on there. Watch that show. So you know they are just as they got the same problems.
Everybody got the same problems. Everybody does. I'm just trying to figure out how do we have to fix? How do we go about it? Like Kevin Hart had a statement. I should have sent you that too, because Kevin Hart was really sincere when he was talking about it. He said, why is it every time we work together, a breakup winds up happening over some type? Yeah, and I agree with that, but that's why I don't want to get into Kevin Gates, because it's really about the comment. It's not about Kevin Gates.
But I mean, but how can he say them comments? You know, it's like,
yeah, and I get it.
Sit down.
And I totally agree with you. But
he's not the only one that didn't agree with Black Lives Matter. I didn't agree with Black Lives Matter.
Right.
Not for the same reason that he did, because he don't even realize, and based on what he's saying, he doesn't even understand what Black Lives Matter was about, why she started that, what it was founded for. It had nothing.
What it's evolved into.
Yeah. So, Kevin, please sit down and stop talking out your behind.
And as you see, Black Lives Matter came and went. It ran its course.
No, it's still around.
It ran its course when she got exposed. I wasn't even mad that the girl bought all the houses. If y'all want to give the money up, somebody gonna spend it. And it ain't gonna go just to lawyers. This is what I be trying to tell people. It ain't going just to lawyers. It ain't going to get the proper defense team for people. It's not. But
you know what she did? You know what she did? She did the same thing that Susan G. Komen does.
Thank you.
The American Heart Association does.
You know what?
But once again, we're already behind the 8 ball. That's why we can't do it. Yes, and I get it, and I totally, and I just like there's white pastors that rob people and black pastors that rob people. But if you already behind the 8 ball, us doing it to ourselves affects us more than it affects the white community. Because they literally
hate the game.
They just have systems in place for them to legitimize some of the same concepts and some of the same things that they're doing. She just didn't realize and understand how to play that game that they've been playing for decades and decades.
But you can play that game with that community and not and what happens is they can do that. We can't afford to do that to each other. It's harder
if we just shut up and turn our head like they do.
No,
like
but my thing is Black
Lives Matter. He should have just said, "Okay, I don't agree." It's like you say stuff behind closed doors to us, and we leave it there.
Right.
That's what they do. They don't be out each other unless it get real dirty.
But the thing is, Black Lives Matter really should have been giving the money for people's lawyers, making that money should have been going to defend people who can't defend themselves.
Well,
That really should have been going. Wait, let me wrap this up, Mo.
Okay.
Let me just finish my statement.
The ovaries are back.
The money should have been used to try and change the police system. The money should have been used to try and stop young black men from getting killed. Once again, you're getting caught up on the March of Dimes. I don't care about them.
No.
I don't care what they do.
As a reference.
The system was created that they can do it and they can finagle it and they know what they're doing. But the problem is they not in the situation that we're in. We just getting killed by cops on a regular on TV like it's a fake TV show. Like we're watching it on videos on Instagram, like we watch it, like we literally watch a regular show now.
Mm-hmm.
We're now watching black cops do it to black women. We're watching black husky ass men over a violation, a driving violation, that she was gonna sign the ticket, and he mopped her up like a racist white cop. Like, I understand white people do that too, but once again, I don't care because they're not the ones behind the 8 ball. They're not the ones fighting the system that was created to go against them. They weren't. They didn't. They're part of a system that was to uplift them. So the angles and all the stuff that they could do, they can do that. But when we do it to ourselves, the hole gets deeper. My therapist always says, Mike, the first thing you got to do is stop digging the damn hole. And we seem to keep digging a deeper hole for ourselves. That's my only question. I don't care if it's Kevin Gates or whoever it is. My whole thing is, what is the resolution? How does this change?
Well, there's no one way method of change, and I think that that's part of the bigger problem is that we're looking for a solution when it's a multi-dynamic issue that you can't just go at from one angle or say, if we do this is going to be the solution to save the Black community. If we just stop doing this is the one way. I think that everybody needs to look at it from a multidisciplinary approach and stop looking at it as a one thing is going to solve all of this for the Black race. It's like an onion. It's so many layers to this that as you peel back one, then you're dealing with another issue. You peeling back another, you're dealing with another issue.
So what's the first thing? What's the first thing we should do? I'm asking for suggestions because we can all say, does anybody have a suggestion on what the first thing we could do?
So, I mean, I speak on it all the time in terms of from a political standpoint, from getting involved in the legislative process, putting Black people in position to understand how to change local, laws from the local level and moving up, and just understanding that process and understanding how important it is to participate. That's one thing. Right.
No, I'm not Michael Luther King because I don't have an answer. Like I ain't got the answers, Sway. I ain't got the answers, Sway.
Now, when you said the racist
I don't think
cop,
any of us do. But I think that, like I said, it's a multidisciplinary approach to the problem that we need to kind of look at taking and stop looking at it from a one-dimensional space.
Because I swear, and I hate to sound like doom and gloom. I swear, and I hate to sound like doom and gloom. Because what you're saying is absolutely correct, right? Voting and judges and stuff that we need to go out and do and everything and do the whole damn thing.
It's bigger than just voting. It's bigger than just voting.
I get it. I understand, but I don't believe. Like, honestly, I believe we should, at this point, maybe we should have been segregated. Because maybe we could have controlled our own situations then. As crazy as that sounds, as much as I like every race, because this system is too powerful to change, in my opinion. They need racism.
Did you see, speaking of racism and cops, did you see this? These Alabama people here? So Alabama town abolishes police department after officers' slavery text was leaked. So he said, what do you call a pregnant slave? And the cop responded, BOGO, buy one, get one free.
What you call a pregnant sis?
Huh?
A pregnant sis.
A pregnant slave.
Slave. They blacked out the
slave.
They
V.
blacked out the
Okay.
V. I guess they trying to.
They
So they
blacked out.
abolished the whole police. I mean, I guess they discovered that this whole police department. Imagine a whole town, like the whole police department racist.
So I don't know if you've ever been to Alabama, Jay Black, but some of
No,
these
I ain't never
towns
been
got the
there.
population of 500, 600.
Okay,
It wasn't.
I
It
never
definitely
been
wasn't a city of 1,000,000, population 500,000. Definitely one of those smaller smaller towns. I would like to know the town that it happened in. But I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Really interesting that they actually publicize it, because a lot that goes on all the time. And
well, I saw this horrible. I know are you shifting yet?
We can shift
because I saw the craziest thing. I don't even think Mike saw this clip yet. It was a guy who is like a murder suicide, but
God.
Like I don't think I've ever seen nothing this dramatic and crazy before. And then I know some people online saying the female played a part, and you can't be playing with people's emotions. But I'm gonna show y'all this. Like, this guy literally suicide over a girl, and he murdered his kids and himself.
Hey, this is so fucking my son right here. I just told him I'm finna kill his ass. You hear me? That's fucking fucked up, cuz, on my soul, nigga. But see, everybody think I'm joking, right? I'm playing, right? Everybody think I'm fucking playing, right? Right, okay. This is gonna be the last time. This will be the last video I make. Nigga, God rest my soul. Wook, over your foreman, you are responsible for your part in this too. You chose to be a destroyer, right? It's okay, fine. You hold this, take this with you. Tater, wow, nigga. After everything I gave you, cuz. After everything, all I wanted was a conversation, nigga. I told you, nigga. All you had to do was talk to me, nigga. All I wanted was conversation. That's it. I wanted you to be woman enough to look me in my fucking eyes, nigga. After 13 years of my life, nigga, give it to you, nigga, and cut me loose. Look me in my face and break me loose, nigga. Break my heart. Look me in my eyes and break my heart, nigga. But you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You want to go lay up with niggas and get fucked and nigga, whatever the case. You're slick, my nigga. You lied, my nigga. You're a habitual cheater, my nigga. And you have given yourself to men. You have given me STD behind this shit. Like, I'm not paranoid, cuz. You hear me? You fucked other niggas recklessly. I forgave you for it. You won't even come home, baby. You won't even come home. Like, I'm a sucker. So watch this, Gayla.
But so this person literally murdered his 3 kids. 3 years old.
The one that was talking?
Yes, 3 years old, 4 years old, and 6 years old, and then killed himself.
I never heard a kid crying in the back when I watched the video the first time.
Yeah.
Like he literally killed all 3 of them little, and then himself. But I guess the girl was at some dude's house. She been cheating, and they lived together. She didn't come home. He's 29. I think he just turned 30. In OKC, Oklahoma. He wanted her to feel pain, and that's. I mean, she's been stringing him along, having it. Like, I mean, that act, I couldn't. I don't understand it. But yeah, I was shocked.
Either just leave. I mean, just. I get it. It hurts,
but there was something deeper,
deeper
than that is definitely falls in line with a clinical diagnosis. I've never met the young man, but definitely that's more than just being depressed and upset because someone left you. He had a psychotic break. In order for him to kill those children, he had some type of psychotic break.
He said you wouldn't even come back home. So I guess they lived together. So she with some other dude. He like, you cheating 13 years of my life. And so, and like,
I don't know what to say.
Did she underestimate?
I don't know. I think Mo's right. I think Mo's absolutely right. There's something There was a mental illness there that was severe. How do you not come home if the kids are there? Now, I'm not putting anything like
just know her mom. I mean, she could just be trifling. It could just, be what it is.
It's my time. You watching them. I'm out here. I'm running these streets. I'm being a smutter cut. He said you out here being a smut. You give STDs and you running them streets.
Yeah, allegedly.
It's your weekend.
Allegedly.
Based off what he said.
Yeah, what he's
because
saying,
he could have also been, during he's clearly not thinking rationally. So he could have just had an itch and thought, oh, you did something, you gave me something, the paranoia, just listening to him rant and go through like the different emotions was very disturbing.
Should females, knowing that your man is like that, no.
I'm not even gonna say should females. I said when
he was unstable.
If you're dealing with somebody who's unstable and you want to play these games, this should not have happened, y'all. That number one, this should not have happened. This is heartbreaking. Like kill me. Like if you do that to me, you might as well just kill yourself. Just kill me or just kill yourself.
Kill yourself.
I don't understand why you're gonna kill these kids, but people.
I mean, sometimes you don't know that unstable till
it's too late.
Something.
But did she play a part?
You know. And then
when you
did she play a part? Is that what
I'm just wondering. I mean, I see reading a lot of the comments. Did she play a part in adding to this by cheating and leading him on? And
I get that happens every day. People get their heart broken every day. And once you decide you're gonna be in a relationship, you should be mentally stable enough to handle that. Some shit gonna go sideways if y'all stay together. If you don't, some stuff is gonna happen that's gonna break your heart. But I don't think that it's. I wouldn't say it's her fault that he did that. That's a choice he made. And he had a decision. He could have left her when she did it the first time. He could. If she all that he said she was, then he was hearing a whole bunch of probably. You punk motherfucker, you ain't this, you ain't that. The way he talking about it, that's just my assumption. I don't know. I think that was going on. So he had options too. He chose the coward option. God rest his soul, but he chose the coward option. Life is hard. That broke you. That the woman cheated on you. That's what broke you.
But it wasn't. J Black, it wasn't the cheating. It wasn't the cheating. He had mental health issues before he probably even met her. I'm telling you, for him to have a psychotic break like that, there had to be some other underlying issues going on with him. A diagnosis that he has not, he's probably never went and got treated for, probably didn't even know he had. Growing up, I'm pretty sure that there were signs, visible signs growing up. And his parents just probably labeled him bad, like a lot of men out here who have mental health issues. If you go back, they was bad as a kid, or they never listened as a kid. They did this as a kid. And my heart goes out. My heart goes out because mental health is something that you can't control. There are people who are on medications and going to therapy now and still have onsets, even with being on medication. And it's just sad. It's very, very, very sad.
Do women just underestimate when a guy shows those signs to say, look, there's a problem. Like, I can't egg this on. Or is it like, whatever, nigga, you ain't doing nothing? Like, is that
I think it's probably a little bit of both.
Because
some women will stay in it to be like, oh, well, okay, well, let me just stay here and then this will keep him calm if I'm here. And then some women are like, nigga, I ain't got time for you. And, they go on. But I think this is my opinion because I watched this in Walmart yesterday. I've been on these drugs. So now I sit and look. People. I watched the situation go down in Walmart yesterday when I was on the little road cart. I'm just sitting there like,
oh, you get to use the road cart? No, I'm playing.
Yeah, because I can't do that much walking.
Okay.
But I think back when I was in the classroom and how they would, you know, and I taught at predominantly Black schools. Occasionally I go over to the other ones. But the difference was when there was a behavioral issue with a child in a class, the first thing they would say is, oh, we need to get them tested so they could get some medication and be able to come. And I remember telling the principal one time, you got a school full of drug addicts. That's why we can't get nothing done. Y'all keep putting these kids on meds instead of just dealing with them where they are. They're kids. They're not adults. You know, and whatever their situation is at home, this might be their only escape. And then they come here and then you want to drug them up. And so in Walmart, I'm watching a grown man. He looked like he was older than me. Do some stuff that is like, he's probably doing it because he's been told, oh, you know, you have these problems. And, you know, because I'm so, if one more black man tell me, well, I came from a broken home. I ain't had no daddy. Nigga, fuck you. I came from one too. Get your life, get yourself together. But I think there needs to be more encouragement, not ass kissing.
Encouragement don't always work. You do need medication for some people to balance them out. You just can't work. Are you going to talk to people? Talking don't work. They need to be medicated.
Talking does work if you catch it. But, you know, putting these kids on all these meds to control how they behave, you know, they kids. Why are we drugging them up?
And medication,
so they don't turn out to be like this guy. So they don't turn out to be him.
No, but sometimes these kids are doing what kids do, and when parents don't teach kids, and I'm talking about from pre-K, because I usually had pre-K to 3rd grade. So, and I would have to tell parents sometimes. They would ask me, well, you know, how did this happen in the classroom? Okay. Parent, this is what I need you to do when you at home with them. Set some boundaries, because they're coming from home where they can sit there in front of TV, watch TV, play their game. They get up, they go to the bathroom when they want. They go to the refrigerator, get what they want. They decide they want to go outside. They want to go outside. Then you send them to this environment, school, where they got to sit down. And this time we're doing this. At this time we're doing that. They don't understand that transition, because you as a parent haven't set boundaries in your house and said, okay, little Johnny, we're going to watch TV for 20 minutes. When 20 minutes is up, we're going to sit down and have dinner. Okay, after we have dinner, I'm going to let you go play for 30 minutes. Then after that, it's like, it's that simple to prepare them for that environment. They don't know. So when the kids come in, and again, I'm talking about pre-K to 3rd grade,
typically developed children.
They just being kids. It's nothing wrong with them. They don't know how to sit down. They have to be taught, and that's not going to be taught in one setting with me. They come to school the first day, the second day, the 3rd week, 4th week. There's going to be issues because
we
they
teach
don't
those
know.
kids not to cheat and string people along. Don't be cheating on your mate or partner. Don't be bringing home STDs. Don't do a lot. That's what we should be teaching our little girls. You know,
I think everybody makes I think everybody makes a valid point.
Girls,
but for all the
adults stuff though.
For all the adults out there, because I don't have any medical background. All I know is I snapped a few weeks ago, and I didn't know I was gonna snap.
What?
And I didn't know that was what was gonna set me off.
And I have to call you after the show, Mike.
And when now listen, if
you ain't got no phone.
He got a phone, but he be in the chateau in the lower half of the chateau, and he don't be picking up.
Just be mindful of what we're saying. Just be mindful.
I be mindful, but understand, people, stop playing with people. I'm talking to men and women. Stop playing with people, because there's a lot of people walking up here on the edge, like really on the edge of fucking somebody up. Now, of course, my snap wasn't nowhere on that level of whatever. But people better stop. I'm telling you, we live in a dangerous world where people are going. Every person I know is going through something.
But I think our society makes that okay now. Like, it's okay for you to, you know, just do some shit, and that's
no. Society is scared to death. So society is scared to death because society has got this snowball effect that has been rolling and rolling for years, and we've ignored it. Like there was the lady who drove her station wagon, locked the kids in the car and drove it into the lake and killed her and all the kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
There's
remember
a lot of weird. My mom just calls it the devil.
Hey,
There's a lot of weird stuff going on right now in this world. And I'm just giving you advice. I don't know if you want to go to therapy, whatever it is and you should deal with your feelings and you should be open to somebody. But I'm gonna tell you now, stop playing with people because people have no limits.
Mm-hmm.
White, black, anything.
Yeah.
People are walking around ready to kill themselves and kill somebody else in a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful. Now, if I don't care what that young lady did with the STDs or whatever. And
she was
whatever
cheating,
she did,
she wasn't coming home 13 years later.
But I realized
comment down there, Jay Black.
We should be teaching boys to express and better manage their emotions.
Absolutely.
I agree.
I think we do a better job at teaching young ladies to manage their emotions better than we do little boys. And I think that's a huge dysfunction.
He said, just let me, I'm not justifying nothing. I'm just saying in general, a relationship, why string somebody on and just let that person go? Why are you stringing them on and say
that happens both ways. That happens both ways.
But if you know I have an issue with cheating, I made it very clear. I'm unstable when it comes to cheating.
And
then you put me in that situation. Don't you have to expect to know that anything's possible?
That happens both ways. You just gotta walk away. When somebody show you,
I'm crazy with cheating. Don't cheat on me. I made it very clear.
So if you cheat on me, Jay Black, and because I have a problem with that too, then I'm okay. You cheat on me, all right. I just need to wash my hands of this situation. Yeah, it hurt. Let me go over there and cry for 10 minutes and then keep it moving because it's another nigga around the corner that's gonna come after you.
Well,
let me get
you better break it off. Don't string that other person on while you just break that completely off. Make it very clear. A fine line. Don't string them on. Don't be taking no money. Don't be having little one-nighters here and there. Don't be playing with people's emotions. Well, I told you, but then why did you smash me 2 nights later? Don't string people. Don't do that.
We don't know if she wasn't trying to leave the situation, and maybe obviously.
No, I'm just saying in general because we're not justifying nothing that he did because that was.
And so you do understand that there's situational depression and there's clinical depression.
Why didn't he?
There's clinical diagnosis. That fuels a lot of these psychotic breaks. There's something going on with them clinically prior to them having that break. So in your case, Jay Black, no, you don't like cheaters. You going wild out and you going, I ain't like. Yeah, but you're not gonna have a psychotic break to make you go.
We don't know. We don't know. Like Mike said, he just snapped. We don't know if that's a trigger point, and you know that.
But what Mike will say is there's some other underlying issues that he's gone through, right? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to convey to you. This is bigger than just I'm mad because somebody cheated. She was playing games on me. Boot bat, boot bat. No, it's bigger than that. And so I want us to start separating.
Bigger than that, all right?
Yeah, but he stayed there. He's about 13 years.
He was trying to. I don't know what. I can't get into that dude because that would he. I'm in general. If somebody's trying, if Kanye's trying to save his marriage with Kim, and God, just go ahead because I don't know.
But Kanye has a mental health diagnosis. Yes, he does.
You can't play with people's emotions.
So yes, anything that like that could send Kanye into an onset of whatever he's going through. He's bipolar. He could be on medication, and it could be one big incident to help him spiral.
Why are you in a relationship with somebody that got psychotic issues? Then either you're trying to help them get help, or you're making it worse.
Health issues.
I don't know what the issue is.
Are on their medication. They're going to therapy. They don't deserve to be loved or be in healthy relationships. That's crazy too.
Yeah, because I was in a relationship with somebody that's in jail right now for killing the girl, and it could have been me, but I ain't figure out they was crazy till I was trying to leave. That's when I was like, oh, this is what we dealing with. And the Joker in jail now for murdering another girl that something popped up and she like, oh no, I got to get out of this. He done stabbed this girl 23 times.
Nikki White Chocolate says, Shawnee, I can agree that they're more efficient to see. However, some people's self-esteem can be broken from that current situation and they don't set the light. They don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's a scary time, y'all.
Yeah,
that's true too.
Yeah,
everyone is not mentally
but
strong.
you gotta push through.
Play with people. They snap.
It hurts. I mean, that's relationships end and things go up.
But I think focusing on the cheating is it could have been anything.
It could have been
anything.
It could have been anything.
It could have been. She could have said, "I want to break up." We could find out the story that the reason she ain't come home is because they had broken up and it was his time to watch the kids, and he knew. Like I don't know what it is, but I know that's never supposed to be the reaction. And every day I see on the news, that's the reaction. Now the reaction is death, and people ain't. It seems like people ain't the whatever mental thing they're going through. The breaking point is now. We're now seeing the breaking point a lot, and a lot of people. We're so busy talking about Trump, and so busy worrying about if he's gonna go to jail, that we ain't worried about how many people in Atlantic City they found a dude with a automatic weapon with extended clips on the beach, and they found him there, and they assumed that he was waiting so he could set up and start shooting people. There's a craziness that's going on. I hate to say craziness, not craziness. There's a darkness,
dysfunction in the darkness
that is upon us right now. That the only thing Michael, the therapist Michael, can say is, please do your best not to play with people.
Michael,
please do your best not to play with people.
He's going to a therapist named Michael.
What up, Sean Westbrook?
Please.
It's a little bit narcissistic to me.
Don't play. Well, that's the people saying in the comments. That guy he was a narcissist. He was a gaslighter. He was this and that. I was like, yeah. I mean, he could be some of that.
But do you see the problem there with that in itself? The society that we live in. A man just killed a bunch of kids. His kids. They were crying in the background. And in our society, we decide the comments we're going to leave are to attack somebody and not just be sorry and feel sorrow for what happened. We still want to attack people.
You're attacking the mother who can never get her babies back.
How is she supposed
to find some level of culpability for her to carry? Do you understand what it feels like to lose a child, let alone all three of your babies?
There's something in the chicken
and
nuggets.
Somebody to leave you.
There's something in chicken nuggets, man.
People on edge.
It was your fault. He left that woman a message, basically letting her know it's her fault.
It's your fault. Live with this. He said, "Hold that." He said, "Hold that."
It's going to haunt her for the rest of her life.
She can't.
And it's on a public stage for everybody to scrutinize and everybody to see. I'm sorry. I'm praying for her right now. I'm praying for her right now because her mental and her psyche. She's gonna need therapy for the rest of her life.
You gave me an STD. You ain't coming home. You cheating. You running them streets. I gave you 13 years of my life.
We don't even know if he's telling the truth.
But you don't even know if that's true. That could be in his mind.
He could be making all of this
stuff. She could be at her aunt's house trying to take a mental break.
She could be at work, and he might be one of them that don't work and just sit at home and play video games all day. She could be at work. Maybe that's why she didn't come home. We don't know. You know, I feel for her, and I'm just sick of sorry ass niggas. I'm just tired. I can't hold
no accountability for females.
Get together, get your grow the fuck up, get some hair on your chest, grab your nuts, and man the fuck up. You know, so what? She broke up with you or cheated on you. Leave the bitch.
That society tells people guys to man the fuck up and grab the balls and stuff. It ain't that easy.
Don't cry now, man up. Which one? You want us to man up? You want us to cry?
That is your view on it. I'm gonna tell you from what I'm going through. It ain't that easy.
Oh God.
No,
and it ain't that easy. You are not. Listen, I don't know everything going on with you right now, but what I do know of you, I know you ain't no bitch ass nigga. I know that, and that's who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about people like you and Jay.
But when dudes,
I mean, it's so easy for us to fall into that and say, I mean, shit, my situation, if I was really transparent about everything going on, I could be one of them sorry ass women over here, you know, saying, woe is me. And everybody be like, oh, we hate that you going through that because it's some legit shit. But ain't nobody got time. Well, I ain't built like that. So I'm like, nah, fuck it. I got to figure out how to make this shit work. Okay, this ain't working, so I'm gonna do this. And so that's what I'm saying with people. You determine where you are. You control that. I don't control that. Nobody else controls that. If you decide you want to sit over there and shit, then you gonna sit and shit. And it ain't nobody's job to come pull your grown ass up out of shit. And I'm talking about people 35 and up. Now you 22, 23 going through something, you might need a little bit of coaching. But when your ass is 45, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear about what happened. And you got kids. See, now you got to fix your shit so you can get your kids right, and they don't have to go through what you went through. I'm talking about grown ass people.
Yeah, but at any age, I'll say this: at any age, if you've never been taught coping skills, because we think that that's an automatic thing. We all live in survive, like what you just described is living in a survivor's mindset and operating in trauma, because we all do it. We all, push ourselves to the limit. There are some people who don't have the coping skills to understand how to even do what half of the people that they see do that. They don't know how to do that. So
I don't understand it. Because I tell my kids,
you have a survivalist mentality to where you're gonna push.
Can I just say this?
But when they hungry, they go get something to eat. When they got to pee, they go pee. Nobody has to tell them, okay, go use the bathroom if you got to pee. That's my my mind works like that, and that's what I tell my girls. Don't give me no excuses, because when you want something, you do anything you want, you do. But the shit that's hard, you want mommy to pick up the slack. Mommy ain't picking up the slack because mommy might not be here. When you want to eat, you go eat. When you want to figure out how to do these nails, you figure it out. When you want to figure out how to sneak around me and have little boys come, you figure it out. So figure this shit out.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm gonna say, Shani, is, and I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying, is because you say I don't understand that. That doesn't mean it's not valid simply because you don't understand it.
True. But I don't understand
that. But there are people who are broken, who are just like, you see somebody who's broken, homeless in the streets, and everybody goes, "You could have changed that. You could have changed that." You don't know where that mind went.
Homeless people need a hand. I think they do need a hand up. And that's not who I'm talking about. And it's like I said,
I'm gonna come back to you, Marsha.
I know you. It's some issues you have, but you are not. You ain't no sorry ass nigga. I've never known you to be that.
Yeah, well, in every situation, everybody has a breaking point.
We have our issues.
Yeah, everybody has a breaking point.
Everybody has
ain't no sorry ass nigga.
No.
And a bunch of excuses. You might make some excuses. We all make some excuses for some of what we do, but at the core of it, you ain't no sorry ass nigga at the core.
But I don't think that it makes a person sorry ass nigga. Because
sorry ass person. I'm sorry. Sorry ass man. We gonna stop
sorry ass man. I don't think it makes a person, because I know a lot of women look at men and be like, you're broken right now. I need you to get up, and I need you to get yourself together. Sometimes it's not that easy, because we forget we are human beings first. Forget man, woman, or whatever you identify as. We are human beings first. And sometimes you are so broken that you don't even know where to start at, or you don't have those coping skills to even know how to pull yourself up out. And Mike, I tell you all the time, I'm glad you in therapy, hugging trees and shit and putting your hand, your feet in the ground and stuff. I'm glad that you're doing all of that, because it's teaching you how to work through whatever you're going through every day. But there are people out there who don't have that. They don't have that. And so, they're distraught. They feel lost. They feel hopeless. And I always say it's nothing worse than an individual who feels like they're out of hope. They're out of options. Like, this cannot get any better.
Marsha said, Shani, that some women now are raising men. They don't have the male figure. So how can they man up if they,
that's what I always say.
Raised by females.
Men need to do more.
But you also need to recognize. You also need to recognize when that person needs help. And it doesn't make them any less of a man. It doesn't make them any less of a man because they need help, or they need you to say, look, we need to get you some help. Because women can't always be the savior. You can't be your man's savior. If you know that man
can't be anybody's savior.
Huh?
That's right. Women cannot be
and a man can't be anybody. People can't be each other's saviors.
Yeah.
You
No,
can't.
n-
You
But
have
you
to
can
want.
add problems
But,
onto it for no goddamn reason.
but like what Tam
No,
said,
you can
strong
have
people
problems.
have a broken point. You got to check on them too, and we do because to be quite frankly honest, I am so sick of hearing people say, "Oh, you are so strong. You're the strongest person I know."
Shani, you so strong.
Who the fuck can I go to for inspiration? Because you don't understand how I feel. Shit, I'm depressed. I'm over here battling depression, and it's a bunch of shit, and shit gets real quick, and life changes on you. I would have never thought that for 30 fucking days I was gonna be in the hospital away from my kids, not seeing outside. Can you imagine really what kind of edge? I've been in a fucking hospital room for 30 days staring at a wall. Wasn't no TV on and on edge and shit. So I get it. And then outside of that, it's other shit that's happening. Right. It's other things that I had to come home to that I'm having to deal with right now. But I can't just just say, oh well, shit, I'm a drug addict right now, so I'm gonna just fuck some shit up. No, I have to get it together. Ain't nobody over here with me every day saying, "Go, Shani, go." I ain't getting no damn cheerleaders.
I'm not going to call you strong, Shani. I'm going to call you resilient. And that goes back to, and I know y'all don't like when I say that all the time. Most strong people take the word strong off because
strong black woman.
You don't need, strong means you don't need any help in the eyes of other people. It means you don't need no help. You don't need nobody. You're good money. I say resilient because it just means that you can overcome. Like this was real hard for you.
I went through a breakup in the damn hospital.
Oh no, we're not talking about the mountain bikes. No, we're not talking about the mountain
I went through a whole breakup and shit. So it's like, miss me with. That's why I don't have no sympathy.
But that's what I be trying to tell people when people be like, "Man, a man needs to man up." Now I ain't seen my kids in like 4 weeks.
Oh God damn it! We letting everything out today.
So when somebody says when that I'm not speaking to you, Shani, the term "man up," I'm like, listen, it's always said, and Shani, this is not to you. This is not, so please don't take this. This is not directed to you. This is directed to women who tell men to man up. What do you know about manning up?
I know
No, I know. This is why I said it wasn't.
And I know you said it's not directed towards me, but I'm just being the woman.
Yeah, the man. So then that's what you know.
You but don't know nothing. Same thing.
You don't know. Everybody has a different thing that they're going through. Nothing is the same thing. All these billions of people on this earth, everybody is different. There is no the same thing. We don't know when somebody's gonna snap out and it's done. We don't know when somebody's tapped out and says, "Listen," and we'll be like, "I can't believe you just tapped out. You just tapped, bitch. You don't." Not talking to you, Shani. You don't know what I'm going through. You don't know how many times. You don't know how many times a person has been on the edge and kept trying to tell people, "I'm on the edge."
Yes,
and the people didn't know, and then when the snap happens, the same people who had ignored you are the ones who turn their back on you and claim you're the problem.
Yeah, that.
And then when somebody says, "Man up," so what am I? And I look at the people, go like, "No, you gotta fight. You gotta fight. You gotta fight what? Like what? Who am I supposed to? Who am I supposed to actually fight?" We need Dexter. No, what we need is Angela Yee. We need to talk about Angela Yee leaving the Breakfast Club. I can't do it.
As your friend, like, I would say that I might say that to you as your friend, like as me and you, me, Shani, and Mike. But with that as your friend, then I'm gonna have that extra support. Niggas on the outside don't matter. The niggas on the outside of the circle don't matter. But I get it. Those are the ones it stings the most because I get it. I've been there. When I snap, then everybody like, "Oh, well, Shani, you need to do the fuck you." Because I've been telling y'all that this shit is going on and to stop doing it, you keep doing it. And I can only take so much. Stop putting me on a fucking pedestal. I am a regular person. They got more problems than you. So I get it, Mike.
Yeah.
I get it.
So
I get it.
in wrapping this up, people,
Wait,
be
wrapping
careful.
it up. Did he want the mountain bikes back? He didn't want them back, right? Never mind.
I
It was just a thought. It was just a thought. It was just a thought. Nigga. I need that back. I need that
I
back.
wish a
Oh, I'm
nigga
sorry. I'm
would.
sorry.
Stay
I'm sorry.
black.
I wish a nigga would.
Let me
No,
tell
I'm
you
sorry. It was just a side thought.
Do
It
you
was a
hear
side
me?
thought.
Let me tell you one
Let me go back to
thing.
Tashambi. Let me go back to
I
Tashambi.
wish a nigga would.
It ain't no take backsies over here. Ain't no
Now
take back.
I was gonna pack the shit up and send it back for real, like all the shit, which it ain't really that much shit.
No, I was playing shot. You ain't gotta go to detail.
My daughters were like,
That's
when
what
I
you
had
get,
the
Jay. That's what you
conversation
get.
with them, they were like, "Well, mommy, we want to keep our bikes because we, so they go outside now. We go, they go ride their
Triggers
bike."
and
But I was
traumas,
gonna
damn
send all
you.
this shit back and be like, "Nigga, I don't know who you thought you rolled up on."
Triggers and
That is
traumas.
fine to
It's
have
like
a
you
breakup
always
while
gotta
somebody's
be
in the hospital,
triggering.
though. Like
Oh,
Mike,
well.
I mean,
Oh,
I
well.
know I can't speak on another man, but
Oh
I
well.
don't know. I can't
Oh,
leave
well.
in the middle.
You know what? You don't get to
I
treat me.
digress.
You don't get to treat me like shit when I'm down and think that I'm gonna just be like, okay, from the fucking grave, I will break up with your ass. I could, the thing could be going
I don't speak.
And Shani
and
gonna
I
knock,
wake
she
up
gonna knock
and
on
be
the
like,
top,
fuck
and you
you.
gonna open it up, and she gonna be like,
It's over.
All right.
"It's over."
Johnny's back, people.
Johnny's
Johnny's back. Johnny's back. Man up.
Like she never left. She back like she never left. She back like she was here yesterday. All right. If you're in New York or in the tri-state area, August 23rd, I'm gonna be at Caroline's with the Box Seat Sports Podcast with Rodney Perry, Talent, my man Fig, Frank Holder, and then I will be. Oh, I didn't get to tell you my story.
Good old Frank.
Damn.
Tomorrow.
And then I'll be in Dallas. I'll be in DeSoto, the 27th, August 27th. That's a Saturday. Doing a comedy show with some good old friends.
And Shani says she gonna cut you if you don't make it through Dallas.
I've gotten. I got the threat from Shawnee.
And I got about 1409.
And then guess who else is throwing threats? Who don't never throw threats? Miss Meditation herself, Leah, was like, if you pop up and I don't see you, I'm like, it's one day. Like I fly in.
Gonna look through the cars and throw some.
I don't care if it's 30 minutes
on you.
I'm going.
You better have me a ticket up there.
Oh yeah, you're good. I'm gonna have to just go straight to who you performing with. Some good, Fonzo Crow is performing, and my man Lamar Jones. The usual suspects when I'm in Dallas. There's always the usual suspects. So that
I get to see Talent twice then.
Yeah, slow down with that shit.
Lehman
Brothers. Isn't Lehman Brothers the company a big deal?
I heard the name before.
I heard the name
Lehman Brothers.
Why did I go on Facebook? Right? This is when you know you ain't got no life. Why have I been looking for this one? You ever had that one girlfriend or boyfriend that you like, why did I do that to that person? Like, why did I do that to that person? Like, why did I act up like that? Like, you always had that one person where you go like, well, for me, I go like, what? That was so unnecessary. That person was so, and I knew this person was going to be successful, right? And I remember seeing her in New York City, and she was the vice president of something. But, I was feeling myself. I'm in New York performing, and whatever. She came to the comedy show. She said, I'm so proud of you, and whatever. We exchanged numbers. I said, I'm going to call you. Yeah, I bet you are proud of me. I know you. Not knowing that she's making quadruple the money. Shawnee know where this is at. So Shawnee, I go on Facebook and find out. Let me see if I can go to her Facebook so I can tell y'all her damn resume is so ridiculous, yo. I screwed this one up.
Don't tell me you fumbled like you did with Maya. Did you fumble this?
No, forget Maya.
Never really getting Maya, but go ahead.
I could have. That day I could have. I'm telling you. So this is former director of financial planning and analyst for some credit union, former vice president of Lehman Brothers, former internal auditor at Sony Electronics. But why did I play with this girl and not just call her? Like, why did I not? And then come to find out, all this time I've been thinking about it, Shawnee, she lives in Frisco with her husband and 3 kids.
Oh, damn. She right down the street. She done watched your whole, well, at least while you were here.
Say,
damn.
Say,
she right up the road.
That is hilarious. Anyway, that was my little funny story because I saw the pictures. I'm like, wow. And like guys always say, she held up really well. Really well.
she held up well.
She held up really well. She looking like she in her 30s. Yo, Black Woman Kill Me would be able to look like they
could have got. Like
What'd you
all of
say?
the perks we could have got, like
Oh
Sony.
my God.
I know.
All the things we could have got. Fall on the head, fall on the tail. Like you be messing us up all the time, Mike.
I would have been I think I would have been the daddy. I would have been the daddy just sitting here. I'm taking the kids. I might have just had to look, I might have had to wash dishes like I normally do. I'd have been the CEO of the house. I would have been the CEO of the house. Sitting over here struggling right now. And this is I be making some bad choices, boy. Jesus Christ. All right. Roddy Perry live.
Roddy Perry live up next.
Roddy Perry live is up next. Shawnee is back.
Coming up.
Now, Shawnee may not be here tomorrow because you said you got people in the house.
Yeah, tomorrow. I don't know. I have to see what time they're gonna come. But
So,
yeah, I'm
back.
And tomorrow is Friday. We're talking about nothing serious.
Oh, the Drake tattoo. I saw a Drake tattoo. We can talk about.
The Drake tattoo's hilarious.
We can talk about that.
They're still dragging Irv.
They're still.
I am not understanding that situation. Is it because this documentary is coming out?
Yeah, he's running BET right now.
No, like let's keep it 100. He being a whole ass nigga.
Yeah, because I'm like, why is he talking about Ashanti like
he's not?
Does he still want her?
He's not stopping.
Well, shouldn't he?
No, actually, everything Mo said was right. But on the flip side of business, it was brilliant because without that Drink Champs and without all that drama, I probably would not have watched the documentary. It's on BET.
Go to BET on demand. You can see the first episode.
I think it's a 5-part.
That's your homework. That's your homework, son.
Without him, actually, as much as I don't agree with how he handled the Drink Champs might have actually been more entertaining than the documentary. But I'm still watching it. Because I'm still checking the whole thing out. And Shawnee, not only does he have the documentary the first night, he has a show called Tales. You know the show called Tales that he created?
Yes,
where he takes a hip hop. He takes a hip hop song, Fight the Power, and he makes a whole mini movie about it. Like he does a story about it. Not about the song, but a story.
It's like a singing. It's like a all musical though.
So but they weren't singing in Tales. They weren't singing in Tales.
No. It's like I'm saying it's kind of like a little mini musical. Is what I'm saying. Because the music is reimagined and.
So he basically was running BET for 4 straight hours. So as much as I don't agree on how he handled it, it worked.
It worked.
But did he have to say? Did he have to say that Ashanti ran like a little cockroach when you turn the lights on?
I know.
Like, come on.
And I gotta apologize to Ja Rule. I have to apologize to Ja Rule. He did check Irv Gotti for calling Ashanti the B word. I just saw the part where he was like, "Yo, Irv, you really gotta chill. We're calling sis a bitch. Like, come on." Like, and he did get serious and he did say something. So, in all fairness, Ja Rule was really trying to stay. Ja Rule was really trying to stay out of it. He was really trying to stay out of it. He didn't want any parts of anything, but he did slow him down, and they got serious for a hot 2 seconds. And then he went back to telling the story without using the B word.
Hot 2 seconds.
And I did not know that he was wearing the watch that Ashanti had bought him 20 years ago. And inside the watch, it was engraved, "Thanks for changing lives." Love Ashanti. He wore the watch.
Yeah, he's still
something wrong with him.
Caught up. He's still caught up.
See, it's something. See, he needs therapy right now.
No, he does.
He does need therapy. Clearly.
But
love.
Nobody.
Get your girl back, Irv. Get your girl back.
Ain't he married?
No, he just got divorced a few years ago.
Just got divorced. So can you imagine if Ashanti stayed with him being a side chick all of this time? Come on.
Oh, she was the side chick then.
Yeah. She was what everybody has now come out and it's all been backed up that she was a side chick for years.
I'm getting a divorce, and then all of a sudden whatever nigga, and she turned up with Nelly, and now he been sour grapes ever since.
Hey, women,
snap. But go ahead.
So why was he so broken when she left the Nelly if he got a whole wife?
Well, he claimed he was broken when she wanted to leave Murder Inc. And he was like, "I put you on and I'm the one who gave you the ideas. You wrote the songs, and he said I gave you the ideas. I was like, wait, if she wrote the song, she wrote the song, dog. Like, just because you give me that's like you guys have given me premises for jokes. But it's my joke. Like, I took the premise. I took Mo's premise on the one
Doing
thing.
the movie, I gotta get some credit. If not, I need to sue.
You took it, and then Keita Rose ran with it. I need a check from one of y'all.
Keita stole my joke.
No, she didn't. I don't know. She did. No, she did.
It was official. We confirmed it. It was official. We
looked
at the timeline. We investigated everything.
She did not.
I need a three-way call with you and Keita.
We gotta talk about this, Keita. We
She did not steal that
joke.
Thought
you was a friend, Keita. We thought you was cool.
Y'all are horrible. Y'all are horrible instigators. Y'all are such instigators.
Mike is snapped. He can run up on her in the comedy spot.
No, I'm not. That is not true. Not even close. What is the Irv Gotti on tonight? Is it on tonight? Is another one on tonight?
I don't know when
it started last night. I think it's a 5-part documentary. So I'm not sure if they're doing night after night or if they're gonna draw it out week after week. I have to check
they probably gonna draw that out.
The guide. We're good. 8:58. We took it almost damn to 9 o'clock. Rodney Perry Live is coming up next. Shani is back, and we are happy to have her back. And I will never call you strong ever again. I didn't know you didn't like that.
No strong black woman.
Hell no.
Resilient black woman.
I ain't calling you nothing but Shani.
Thank you. Yes,
that's all I'm calling it. Shawn.
And I'm looking up electric bikes. I'm looking up bikes. I think we need electric bikes, man. We don't need no damn mountain bikes. I want an electric bike.
No, he's trying to upgrade. He's trying to
upgrade to the electric. Yeah, but the regular bikes are good exercise. It is good exercise, you know.
Yeah, they like riding them. I mean, thank you for the bikes.
Jay Black.
I ain't gonna go kill nobody.
Oh God. Afro Queen. Thank you, Afro Queen. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. And understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for every single thing in life. Fight for your happiness and don't let nobody steal it from you, no matter what they do to you. Don't let nobody steal it from you. All right, y'all. Take over Legends. I gotta go get ready. All right. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Michael, Shawn, and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap